Hello, everyone, and welcome to an episode of Learn with Jason. That's what we're doing today. So, so today, I unfortunately Aisha is not feeling well, and so we've rescheduled her episode. I'll have details up on that very soon. But in the meantime, I have been procrastinating on starting some work. So a little while back, we actually did an episode where I scoped out a swag store project, and I did that. Let's see. Let's pull up that repo. So over here, I set up. What was it? It was GitHub.com. Did I do it on here? I think I set it up on here, and then it was. I don't know. Let's just look. Hey, Aisha's in the chat. How you doing? How you feeling, Aisha? Did you get some soup? So let's take a look here. Netlify Swag Store, that's what I called it. And I set up a project where we talk through the scope, right? And so in this scope, I wrote out a bunch of things. And then I was supposed to turn those into action items. I didn't do that, but that's okay because, but it's not okay. I totally just didn't do my job, but we're going to make that better today. So there's a couple things that I need to do. Poke? Nice. Poke. Interesting choice for being sick. I don't know if I would ever be like, oh man, I'm not feeling great. You know what I really want is a bowl of raw fish. But hey, if that's what makes you feel better, I'm all for it. So anyway, so what I want to do today is I want to turn this. Oh, Nikki, maybe it's not. Maybe this hasn't made its way to Belgium yet. So poke is it's similar to like sashimi. So you get a raw cut of fish, usually tuna, and you cut it into little cubes, about yay big, and then you just kind of toss it with some fresh veggies, and I think it's typically got some citrus in it. It's really nice actually. It's pretty wonderful. But yeah, very similar to sushi, just a different presentation, like a sushi salad almost. Um, I think the first time I ever found it was in like a Hawaiian deli, and it was like a corner store. Like it was not a place that you would consider to be super fancy. And I got a recommendation from a local. They were like, "Oh yeah, go get poke at this place." And we walked in, and I was like, in the United States, right? Like, or I guess on the mainland, like I don't trust fish in most restaurants, and so like walking into a corner store and ordering fish, I was super nervous about it, and it was unbelievable. It was so good. I went back like 3 times. Um, Now I'm hungry. All right, it's gonna be a long stream, everybody. So what I want to do today is I want to go ahead and take the first step toward this site, right? So I want to set up a Gatsby site, because what we're ultimately trying to do here is we're going to have a swag store for Netlify. That swag store is going to pull product information from Shopify, and we want people to be able to order. Like they need to be able to log in, so they're going to log in using OAuth, and we're going to allow them to claim coupon codes and things like that. But for what I want to do today, I would like to get the Gatsby store set up. Or sorry, I would like to get the Gatsby Foundation site set up. I'm going to create a Shopify account, and then I want to get some products coming in from Shopify to the Gatsby store. To me, that seems like a reasonable amount to get done in an hour and a half, but probably not if I keep screwing around like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let's get into this Netlify swag store. No, where was it? Did I do it in here? Oh, that doesn't seem right. Okay, what did I call this? swag.netlify.com. There it is. Okay, so let's open this and see what's inside. Okay. Oh. So this is so right now there's a swag.netlify.com. We're sunsetting this. It isn't actually being we're taking this down in favor of like a placeholder, and then eventually this will become the store. So let's just use this. That's going to be fine. So I'm going to pull a new branch. We're going to check out a new branch, and we will call it new store. Okay. And then in here, I'm actually just going to get rid of everything because we just don't need it, right? So I'm gonna drop all of this stuff. Don't need that. Actually, I can do this from here. So we're gonna remove the filters, gonna remove the functions, remove the images, remove the node modules. Just gonna name things as I see them. Remove the site. Let's remove 11D. And I do like 11D, but the reason that I'm not going to do 11D for this is that I don't know enough. Like, I know 11D okay, but not well enough to feel like I can go fast with it. And one of the things that I want to avoid with this project is that thing where I'm trying to do something that I'm excited about, and I find out that like I lack some of the critical knowledge to get it done. So I've already built a Gatsby and Shopify swag store. We're doing some pretty ambitious stuff with the like Netlify iteration of this swag store. So I want to make sure that the things that I know need to work are things that I've already done. I only want to take so many technical risks here. So we're going to go with Gatsby and Shopify because I'm familiar with that. Let's see. Question from Gators. How powerful is Shopify when compared to something like WordPress WooCommerce? So here's the thing. Shopify is built as it's a purpose-built software as a service for running an e-commerce store. So it has support for, everything. It'll do freight calculation. I think they added fulfillment as an option now. They'll, you get a whole lot of power there. WooCommerce is cool though. So like that's not to say that you can't run a store off of WooCommerce. I would say though, if you're starting from scratch, like you use WooCommerce when you already have a WordPress site and you don't want to spin up two sites. I don't know that it makes sense to start at zero with WooCommerce because it's e-commerce as twisted to fit inside of the WordPress paradigm, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just WordPress has opinions, and those are built around how to run like a content site, not necessarily an e-commerce site. The self-hosted version of Shopify, you can't self-host Shopify. It's software as a service. It's a product. You have to pay for it. We are going to be using a paid account for Netlify. They have, I think, a free version, but I think it's pretty limited. But again, like it's a store. You're using it to make money. So it's something that makes sense to pay for. Let's see what else. Preference for styling? I mean, the team doesn't have a preference, I don't think. I have preferences. I'm not sure if we're going to use my preferences. But yeah, so let's see. I'm going to get rid of some stuff here. I'm going to get rid of, don't want to use Node. And if I want to use, let's use latest. No, wait, what is it? NVM use node. That's the one. Maybe we want to use 12. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's use 12. And then I'm going to echo that. Let's see, echo. I know how to do this. Node version to NVM RC. That work? Okay. So the reason I did that is that Netlify will run the site in that version. That matters when you're using Gatsby because I think I'm going to end up using Sharp. Maybe I'll use Cloudinary. I don't know. I'll think about that once we get there. But keeping the node version means that our binaries won't get weird. Dev, I think I can just leave this out because I think it's just going to work. Redirects, don't need that. Don't need that. And I'm going to leave this in place. So this is a cool thing that I built. So Marissa has been doing some research on like how people want to use platforms, and like Netlify's got this really cool thing called deploy previews, and Pastel is a company that lets you comment in place on things. And so what we did was we basically just made it so that every deploy preview automatically gets a canvas for you to do. Yeah, like it's pretty cool. Tals, I don't know what you're asking. What's the V? Did I do something? I don't know. If it's broken, tell me. All right, so let's do that, and let me change this out. We want this to be private. It shouldn't be published, so I'm gonna set that to true. This is gonna be the 2.0 of the store. And we will say the Netlify swag store. And I'm sorry, Phil, but I did this. Okay, keep it MIT, I like that. And I'm going to change these out to be Gatsby commands. So I'll go with Gatsby develop. Actually, well, am I going to use functions? I'm probably going to use functions. Let's use Netlify dev. So I'm going to start by getting rid of my dependencies. I'm not going to use any of those. No, that's not true. We're going to keep the build plugin. So I'm going to leave that one installed. Okay, so that puts us here. Oh, thanks for the bits, Will. Appreciate that. So Gators, the build plugins are a private beta. You can opt in if you want, and we would encourage you to do so. Definitely dig into that and check it out because it's very cool. We are working on making that stable enough to put into an open beta. But the general idea is that it's going to give you the ability to add. You can customize your build. So at different life cycle phases, before build, post build, things like that, where you can run arbitrary commands. So what we're doing in the case of the Pastel plugin, for example, is I'm actually just waiting until after the build, and then I find every HTML file and inject JavaScript right before the closing body tag. So that makes it kind of, what I like about it is it makes it framework agnostic. So it doesn't matter if we built the site with Gatsby or Vue or 11D or Svelte or whatever, because it all ends up being HTML at the end. So we just get the built assets and inject that script in, and it'll just work. So it'll be really powerful for things like if you have to use Google Tag Manager or whatever, you can do that. I'll probably at some point in the future do a full thing, full stream on like how that works. But yeah, for now, it's invite only. So I think that would be maybe a little too early for such a thing. But yeah, so let's get our other dependencies. I'm gonna yarn add Gatsby, React DOM. Yep, and then I'm gonna add yarn add for development. Did you know you can type while this is happening? I'm gonna do the Netlify CLI. Go. All right. Netlify CLI going in as a dev dependency, and that means that I can run Netlify dev as my develop command. We'll run Gatsby build and serve. I don't know why I would really want serve, but I'm gonna I'll just go ahead and do it. We'll do yarn build and Gatsby serve. Okay, so what? Just save this because I think that's what we needed, and then I'm going to close that. I think I was saving as it was. Yeah, I was doing stuff while I was doing stuff, and I just got all out of whack. Okay, so now what I should be able to do is let's create a page. So source pages index.js, and then I can, what? Oh, fine, I'll do it through here. Source pages index.js, and then let's import React, and we will export default. Okay, so we just built a Gatsby site, right? So now if I run yarn develop, it should run. Oh, that didn't do what I want. Let's see, no dev server detected. Oh, it's looking for, I think it's looking for a Gatsby config is why it didn't figure that out. That means, let's see if it does it just on the file. Do it? Yeah. So Netlify dev will detect your sites, but since we basically built the simplest possible iteration of a site, that did it. So yeah, thanks for answering that question, Gators. But yeah, so so I didn't mean to break y'all. Yeah, so the input, at least in the VS Code terminal, it like will just kind of store in the background. It's really cool. Frankie, I add Netlify CLI in the project like this so that I can version it. Because of the nature of my job, I end up doing a lot of like example projects, and it can get kind of confusing if I have a lot of global installs. So I think like for the average use case, installing Netlify CLI globally is a good idea. Oh, thanks, Aisha. But yeah, I think that's like that's a personal preference, right? But I like it this way, and what it gives us. Wait, if I can get it back. There we go. Yeah. So the server is running. We need to fix this so that it can, because it's kind of confusing, where it like shows you where it's running, and then Gatsby shows you a different place, which this would totally work, but if you're using functions, then it absolutely will not work. That seems bad. Who did this? I don't know if that's Gatsby or Netlify. But let's go look at our site. Okay, so we've got our site here, right? That's doing what we want. And so the next thing that I need then is I need a Shopify store. I didn't mute you, Tony. I would never mute you. But yeah. So I think the NVM stuff just uses like any valid version string, so I'm pretty sure the V is optional. I don't really know. I have never dug too deeply into that because it always just kind of works. But who knows? Hey, what's up? Chris Mars is in the chat. So yeah, let's build some more stuff. So I'm gonna update this to include the pieces that we've got. So let's get public. If we use functions, we're probably not gonna need to pre-log those. And then I also want to ignore cache. Okay. We don't need this dist folder, so we can just get rid of that. Functions empty. Yep. And I'm pretty sure. You know what else I want to do? I want to switch to YAML because I don't like TOML. How much cleaner this is already. public. Just be yarn build. Good. And then here, YAML, you're so much better. Okay, so that, let's make sure that works. Yes, so that does what I want, and we get our site running. So let's go over to Shopify. Oh, I need to add that YAML. Did I show you that it's the worst thing that I've made? Where is it? I have this whole folder of like new sound effects that I want to add. That's not it. It's in here. Like I want to add all sorts of new things, right? I don't know. It's ridiculous. But I made this and oh no, that's not the captioned one. Where is it? I did a captioned one. It's bad. I don't know. This is how I spend my time, I guess. Yeah. So Nikki, I tried to snip the one with Mikhail, and it didn't work. So I ended up just having to re-record it. So but it's silly and very inspired by Mikhail. So I'm just gonna follow let's do their onboarding. Let's see what it's like to start a brand new Shopify site. Okay, so get out of here. I'm gonna generate a new password over here. Okay, you're gonna wait, go back. Can I turn this into a login? Save it in here. Sorry, I'm saving a password right now, so just bear with me. Saving and save. Yes. Convert to login. That's what I wanted. Okay. There's that. And can we just call it Netlify? Is it gonna let me do that? Sure is. Excellent. Okay, so we're creating a store. Frankie, I do have a gear list, and I think let me get the updated one because I just wrote up like all of the new stuff. Here is the link. Let me actually put that somewhere. So I'll put it up here so you can see it for a second, and I'll also put it in the chat. I need to go through and actually write it all down, like why I use this stuff, but this is the full setup of like all the different gear. It's a lot of gear. But yeah, if you want to see what I use, that's where it is. Are you already selling? Sure. And let's go there. What? I don't know. Oh, I can skip this. I'm skipping this. Are you gonna let me skip this? Damn it. All right, let me pull this off screen because I'm gonna put up a whole bunch of personal details, which I know you hackers want. But you can't have them. I got a talking to from Bobby Tables, and I'm not allowed to do that anymore. You hackers, you dirty hackers. That's exactly it. Okay, get into the store. Load. Okay. All right, we're loaded. So now I have some stuff. So I'm gonna add a product. And let's figure out what our first product is going to be. I'm going to pull over this. So this is some swag designs. These are not finalized by any means, but this is it's kind of what we're working on. So let's see. Let's do. I think I need to make this a little bit different. How do we do it? Let's add this one. This one's got the Rafa seal of approval. So we'll call this Puffy Kitty Canvas Tote. All right. And then I can export this. And we'll make it a JPEG. Yep. Okay. Got it. Now, I'm going to go in here. And we're going to call this Puffy Kitty Canvas Tote Test so that I remember to go and take these out. Wouldn't want this adorable Puffy Kitty tote bag. This is going to be a tote. Don't need a vendor. Probably need to do more stuff with this later, but we're gonna hold it for now. I'm gonna put this in there. That'll be good. I don't know what these are gonna cost, so I'm going to price it at $99.99, which is too many dollars, but that's okay. I don't know if we need to charge tax. I'm going to leave that off for now. The SKU is going to be Netlify. Yeah, that gives us room for what, 10,000 products? We'll get there. No, 100,000 products. Perfect. I think that's good. That'll be fine. Quantity available. Let's say we've got 10 available. It is a physical product. It's going to weigh, what does that weigh? I don't know. We'll say about that many. It's going to come from the United States. I don't know what a harmonized system is. Does not have multiple options. So let's save. Okay, we have a product. So the next thing that I want to do is I want these products to be available through the GraphQL. So I don't want the store to be available. So right now what'll happen is like we'll have netlify.myshopify.com. And this is going to show like a default store. So this is not what we want. We're going to build our own store. So I want to make this unavailable. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out how to make the storefront password protected. So let's do, plan and permissions. It's going to be in here somewhere. Here, maybe? Preferences. Password protection. Look at that weird. Oh, okay, so it enables a password. Okay, all right, so that makes sense. So if anybody goes here, you shouldn't be able to log in. No, this isn't an illegal tote. The screenshot of the tote bag is just a random tote that I grabbed, but the design is definitely that's a Netlify design. That's a sticker that we have now that we're looking at doing as actual swag. So we're pretty pumped about that actually. So a development store. I think that's what I'm doing now. I don't know. It looks like right now I'm in kind of a specific mode. But so the next thing that I want to do is I want to enable GraphQL. So to do that, I think working with a developer, private apps. I'm a developer. No, that's not right. Let's look this up. Shopify GraphQL. GraphQL, okay, that's what I want. Get started. All right. Install. Oh, do I not need to do anything? Interesting. Okay, that'll be cool if that works. So then we go Gatsby Shopify source. Then I have to remember which one is which. Shopify storefront. Is this the one that we use? Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to install this. And let's try to get the data in. So we're going to yarn add. Do I need anything other than that? No, Gatsby source Shopify. Is it going to make me install like Sharp and stuff? Thank you, Will. I like this. I need to do more fun stuff with bits because like we never do anything with them on the stream. We should make it fun. Where are the images? Do you have information about images? Aha. So in order to do it, I need to also install Gatsby Transformer Sharp, plugin Sharp, Gatsby Image, and Gatsby Source File System. So Gatsby Transformer Sharp, Gatsby Plugin Sharp, Gatsby Image, and Gatsby Source File System. Right? Okay. And then I need to add them. Where do you want me to add this, though? Okay, well, let's just do stuff and see what happens. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to module.exports. Let's get this thing out of here. Then I'm going to get some plugins, and the plugin that I'm going to use is we need Gatsby Transformer Sharp, Gatsby Plugin Sharp. Oh, is that what I got to do? Is the private key? Access token. Okay. Oh yeah, so I need to go get the storefront API thing. Okay, so we'll do that here in a second. I'm going to set up what I can set up. For the file system, I'm a little unsure what they expect me to put in here. So let's go Gatsby source file system, and then let's set a config. No, what is it? Oh boy, I forgot how plugins work. If I just Gatsby source file system with no options, is that going to explode? I feel like it wants something. I'm gonna tell it to do that. So let's do name of pages, and then we'll get path, and we'll just go to source pages. You don't need the dir name. It actually will resolve to wherever the Gatsby config is. All right, chill out over here, Slack, your noise. Okay, so we've got no eco. It pulls the images down from Shopify, and that's actually a good thing because we definitely do not want like the unoptimized Shopify things. The images from Shopify come back in like one size. We want the full optimization. If in a perfect world, I would figure, yeah, they totally do, Eco. That's how it works. It'll download them at like source time. Um, that'll be fine. So then let's do resolve Gatsby source Shopify, and we'll set up some options. And now let's go look at what we need from here. So we need the shop name, and that was going to be, set that up as Netlify. The access token, so we need to go get this. And where was it? Storefront API. Okay. Use a custom app, use a private app. Yeah, okay, that does seem like what I want to do. So let's go do that real quick. Create a new private app. I have a feeling this is going to show me, well, this is going to end up in the, let's see, it's a private app. It's only going to have read access. So I think that's okay. I'm actually not even sure this is a secret. I think this is just something that can be, well, yeah, it's going to be, all right. So we're going to set up a .env file for this. And we will call this Shopify storefront API token. And the value on that is going to be whatever I get out of here. So let's start with Netlify Gatsby swag store. And this is going to need to change, but we'll set it up as me for now. I don't need any customer details. I don't really need those. I do need those. Don't need any of that either. I really just need products. Let me make sure it doesn't tell me if I need anything. Products, variants, and collections. Product tags. Oh, it does want the content. All right, fine. I'll give it the content. Product tags. Where are product tags? Read product listings. That's got to be it, right? Read products, write products. Read. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. So I guess we'll just hope for the best here. So let's get this access token. So now that I have everything selected, I'm going to say I want you to use the storefront API. Oh, here we go. This is the thing that I want. So read products, read product tags, don't need customer details, don't need checkouts, do need that. Okay, so pretty sure when I save this is going to show a token, so I'm going to move it off screen. We save. I understand. Create the app. Okay, so here is my access token, and now that I have this cool plugin, I can just paste it in here and save it. Haha! Hackers foiled. And so then in here, I can require .env. We'll go .config, and then I can do process .env whatever I called this token. And you get that. Well, maybe I can just link straight to it. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this back over. All right. Oh, cool. Real cool. that you did that you just show that. God damn it. Whatever. I'm gonna cycle that later. It's only got read permissions. Don't be a jerk. So anyways, that's here. You get it there. You hackers, you dirty hackers. I did so well. I was so on top of it until that happened. All right, cool. So then, in addition to that, we need what else? We have an access token. We need an API version. I guess. Okay, whatever that means. Let's. 2020-01. Okay, so we'll just use that setting. What else do we need? Verbose. Do I want it to be verbose? Oh, thank you for the sub, Babe Juice Jordan. Appreciate that. What does that mean if I... Ooh, cool. Yeah. Yep. So let's do pagination size. And this all seems fine. And include collections. Let's just include the shop. Why am I not getting... What's going on here? Why is my volume not working? That's not fun. That's not fun at all. You can hear it? Okay, well I can't. Okay. All right, whatever's going on. That didn't play for me. All right. So I'm going to take this, put this down here. I don't need content. Like, we're not running a blog off this. We just want the shop. So, with that, nothing up my sleeve, what should happen... Man, that's so weird that y'all can hear those sound effects, because I definitely can't hear those sound effects. It's like my headphones just cut out or something. Whatever. Let's see what happens if I run this. Yarn develop. Okay, so far so good. It's doing stuff. Stuff is happening. Nothing has exploded. Now we should get products back. Et voila. So what I think is really cool here, like why this is so fun for me, is that, like, as a developer, I just cut out a huge amount of stress for myself, because I don't have to write any of that data access code, right? I drop in, what did we do? We got 25 lines of config code here, and now we've got access to our full setup here, and like I can get optimized images. So let's just grab this. Like, here's the source set. Boom. We've got optimized images, like fully ready to rock and roll with, like, you know, everything that we need. So let's maybe try to get this on the screen. I'm getting trolled by Nikki. This is a risky click. Why? You know what? Don't be weird. There's so much going on in this. Oh. All right. Uncool. Accurate. All right. So yeah. So let's see. Oh, Bepasama, I mean, Did you do what I just did? I haven't worked on this plugin in a while, so I don't know if we're gonna hit other issues here soon. But like, it appears to have just done. So basically, all we did was we went and got we created a private app, and then we got a storefront API token, which is different from the so there when you create a private app, there's like an API token, and then down below that there's a checkbox for a storefront API access, and they're different things. So you have to use the storefront API token. Um, and as long as you have to make sure that you set the options to include, it was in here. You need to have products, product tags, and content. Um, so yeah, who knows? But that's what we're doing. We're using a regular .env, and we're pulling it in like so. Uh, Outside of that though, like I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we did so far. If you wanna scroll back to check out where we've come, you can do that. I'll also publish this repo at the end of the stream. So then, all right, so we're like what 45 minutes in. We've got a store that's reading data from Shopify, so that's pretty exciting. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to take a look at, we've got Figma set up here. Let's look at the store and let's just figure out like what we want to do. Where'd it go? Here, swag store. So here is, let's see, this one looks right. Yeah. So there are a few things that we have to figure out how to do here. Like one of them is we got to figure out how to get the most popular stuff. The other one is to figure out like new releases. Oh, don't look at that Net Plaid yet. That's secret. That's we're getting there. It'll happen eventually, but we're still working on the correct formulation. But oh yeah, they're plaid jammies coming. They're coming. All right. So here's what I want to do. I want to get items on the screen. So let's figure out how to do that. I just realized that Rafa categorized these as les socks, which is really funny. So, okay. So that's good. That's fine. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to start by just making a query for these. All right, later, Aisha. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you feel better. Yup. Okay, let's do. Yeah, Hearts Dota. We're definitely doing this the hard way, right? Like I'm starting from scratch because I want to show all the pieces. They're really good starters to do most of this for you. So there's probably a theme too that'll just like do this. We're going all the way from scratch as a learning exercise, and also to satisfy my control freakness, where I always want to build everything myself. So I'm kidding. I don't actually do that. I prefer not to build things myself. I like to have people do it for me. Let's get a product on screen. So I'm gonna go into graphical, and I'm going to find all the pieces I need to display images. So I've got images, and I think there might be thumbnails as well. No. Variants, image. I don't know if I need to use variants here. Let's see. Let's find out what we got. We've got. We totally need variants. So we're going to get the title, price. What's price v2? Oh, amount and currency code? That seems better. So then, what are presentment prices? Probably not something we need. Available for sale, yes. Or actually, we probably want to. Can we just filter on that? Let's get away from those images. Let's make sure they are available for sale. So filter available for sale equals true. Yes. That's probably better. Let's only get those. And then under variants for the image, I want the local file, child image sharp. We'll go with fluid. And no, we won't. We'll go with fixed. And we want the width to be 100. And the height will be 100. And the fit will be cover. Is that right? I think we want cover. Nope. These all seem fine. We good? We good? Crop focus. Attention. Attention! This all seems good. I think that's what we want. So let's go there, and then I'm going to grab the source set. What does that give us? I kind of want to see what this one looks like. Localhost. Oops. Cool. All right, that was already square, so it's not super cool, but I like that. So now that we've got that, we can also see like we've got the price, we've got the currency code. These are very exciting things. The title is definitely not what we wanted though. So let's get a better title. Maybe we have to pull that out of. Okay, we do want that. Get the title out, and instead we will put the title. Grab the title out of there. Okay, so that title will be good. And then do we also get, where were the tags and stuff? Because I do need that. Product type. Totes. Okay, so the product type will give us the ability to do the categories. And then do we need any of the other pieces? What else is in here? Title. Oops. Description. Oh, I need a description. Is that? Oh no, God. Oh, I hit too many buttons. Description. Here. Okay, and then the HTML version does what? That's weird. I don't know. I guess we'll treat this as plain text. That seems like a smart thing to do. It'll avoid embarrassing mishaps with things getting confused. So yeah, Nikki, I don't know why it got stored as a decimal, because that does seem like something that would be a problem. But I guess it's being stored as a string, which is whatever, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Eco, I'm 100% gonna. Let's do this on hard mode. Everything becomes an AST. Yeah. No, so we're not gonna do that. We're instead just gonna get this on screen. And so this looks like this is good enough. I'm going to grab this and let's just import GraphQL from Gatsby. I'm going to export const query, and we'll tag that with GraphQL. Oops. Okay. And then that, I'm going to group these up a little bit. That should get sent into here as data. So let's show that data off a little bit. Do a pre-tag, and then I'm going to JSON stringify, if I can spell it. data, null, prettify a little bit. Okay, so now on my home page, if I go and find it, one of these, there we go. We can see we've got product data coming back. So we can turn this in now to an actual product. And the way that we will do this is each product is a node. And then we can drop that. Yes, we're going to drop that into the, how do we want to do this? So there are a couple things that, well, maybe it's too early to worry about this, but so a couple things that are going to happen. T-shirts and hoodies and pajama pants are going to have sizes, which means they'll have multiple variants. Tote bags won't, and like travel mugs and stuff like that, they're going to be just one size. So, do variants have a type? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't think they have a type. Let's look at the variants. No, we don't get a type. Like we could pull that in if we needed to, or we could do something like this and get the. That's kind of cool. Collection. Oh yeah, we could also pull collections, which would be kind of nice. I bet there's a way. Maybe we should look here and see. I don't know. Let's look. Let's see what collections do. So, okay. So I can build, group your products into collections. All right. So these are just big buckets, which is, I think that's a good thing. And that's also exciting because like one of the things that we want to do with this store is it's not just a thing that's externally facing. Like we want to do so much with the external facing stuff because this store allows us to give swag to contributors, to reward people who are doing a lot of great stuff in the community. Like if you're super active in our community.netlify.com, here, like we want to notice, we notice that it happens and we want to like be supportive of that. And so we want to be able to give like coupon codes and that sort of thing. But internally, we also have a bunch of work that we do that is related to this, where like we support Jamstack meetups, and we want a way for Jamstack meetup organizers to be able to just get like self-serve a kit instead of having to email and hope that we got the email and all that. We want to be able to like, oh, you're running a meetup, give us the details. Here's a coupon code to order your like meetup in a box kit for running a Jamstack meetup. That to me seems super exciting. So what we can do is we can use collections to separate that out and say like we've got public products, so that'll be the stuff that goes on the store, and then we'll have like private products or even subcategories, conference, meetup, whatever, where we'll have stuff like that. And that way we can password protect areas of the site, or I mean, I don't know if we'll actually do this, but theoretically we could even have like a whole separate site for that pulls those products. But regardless of how it ends up ultimately working, we will be able to figure that out, and collection should help there. So that's good. That's good. And then I think the other thing that we'll want to figure out is how do we get access to tags? Because it looks like those didn't come through, or maybe I just didn't add any. Let's add a tag and see if anything happens. Let's add a tag and we will say canvas. Yes. Okay. So then I'm going to stop and restart. So we do a fresh query. Tony, store manager. Yeah, but you have to wear, there's a whole uniform. It's going to be really good. We're all going to enjoy it. So let's refresh here, get rid of that. Did this give us tags? Because that's what I want to see tags. Tags, options. Can we get it? Tags. Price range. Options, internal. That's Gatsby stuff. That's images. Got variants. The variants have. No, I don't see tags. Product options. What does that mean? Options. Okay, so that's not it. Variants. That's going to be a little too chaos. Shopify collection. Oh yeah, good call, Nikki. I'm gonna Gatsby clean. That is a good call. Oh yeah, we need to do yarn bin Gatsby clean. Okay, let's run again. What didn't it like? What happened? Oh, that's just deprecation notice. We can live with that. Okay, reloading. Show me tags. So let's take the filter off. Let's just look up here. Product option. Variants. Tags. Excellent. Okay. So there we go. We can totally pull in tags as well, and we'll be able to use those for all sorts of fun things. Like we can if we do tiers, like if a discount code, for example, gives you what happened to i7? Yarn bin. Did I do something wrong with yarn bin? What did Eco, what did I need to do? Sorry. Can you rephase the question? Oh, I should have read up the chat. Gatsby clean. Oh, okay. So yeah, check this out. So what yarn bin does is yarn bin just tells you where your directory is. So all we're doing when we run this is we're specifying this directory and then the binary command there, which is Gatsby. So it's just finding this this command here, and then we're able to run it. So it's if you have something locally installed only, this is how you would access it from the command line, is the shortcut. This just takes that output and uses it here. So we're kind of turning it into an instant variable. So yeah, that is a way that you can do those sorts of things. Boy, I hope y'all can hear that lawnmower right outside my window. Cool. All right, yard work. That's so loud. Jeez. Yeah. So, well, so yarn will do it, but I wouldn't be using yarn. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would need to. Oh, are you saying? Like, wait, can I just do this? Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Dang. All right, Tony, teaching me things. All right, so that's awesome. So that totally did what I wanted. So yarn develop and do. I'm not doing that, i7. I can't do the, I can't do it. I can't do the TypeScript. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in the tags too. I don't think we need them yet, but was it tag or tags? Tags. All right, so let's pull those. Get in here. Okay, so we've got tags. That means that I can come after price. This, I don't know if I can do this actually, because I don't think that Shopify has like a subhead. Yeah, I don't think it does. Um, hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we could hack around this, but it might be easier to just not do that. Let's look at this design. So category is up here. Name, so the title, a description, and then this is like a tagline. I probably don't. Hey, welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, this is we do this quite a bit actually. We're gonna do a um, couple more streams this week actually. We'll have one on Thursday, one on Friday. Uh, check out that schedule, I think. Um, oh boy, there it is. Yeah. So okay. The product. I mean, it's sort of the product type, right? But like, I mean, well, actually, that's totally fair. We could totally do it. Like, let's play here. Well, now I got to come up with something clever. So these totes, it's like what? Totes not joking about these totes. All right. I'm such a dumbass. Okay. So stupid. Okay. Let's go. I know. I'm sorry that it's so late in Europe. I'm on the Pacific time zone, so it's like it's well, I guess it's noon now, isn't it? Usually I go on a little bit earlier. We usually go on at like 9:30. Today, because of the reschedule, we got pushed back a little bit later than usual. But yeah, so that's definitely something that we want to do. Um, but yeah, so this should work. So let's add a couple more products. Um, I will add. Let's go in here. I'm gonna get a couple exports of these stickers. So let's grab here. You're not gonna let me do this easy, are you? Let's get this color. That's the color of jam. So let's take. How do I want to do this? Let's just make like. Probably these need to be about that size. Let's make the background color jam. No, jam. Then I can pull in the cat. How did he do the whole? He did a whole thing though that I didn't. Maybe I can just get here. You gonna let me have this one? These. All right. Going in here. Getting rid of that. Putting that in here. Blowing this up. That seems okay. I'm going with it. We'll fix it later. Okay, so this is Puffy Kitty sticker thumb. Let's export this as a JPEG, and it's nice and big. We can I mean, it's vector, so we can make it as big as we want. So let's export that, and then we can go. I want to get a T-shirt too. So do we have a T-shirt? We don't have a T-shirt, do we? Crap. I guess I can. Here, this T-shirt. This will be fine. If I copy this, bring it in here. Get rid of these, pull that. Oops. Maybe make the whole thing bigger? Is that gonna... Okay, so you're pink darker. Let's make this pink darker. Okay, then I can get rid of that frame altogether. Get this thing out of here, and let's just blow this up. Cool. All right, so then we can call this... What did he call this? Thank you for the subscription, Kaizen Wolf. I appreciate that. Oh, Eco with a sub. All right, y'all are killing it. Dang man, 5 months. That's wild. This is called. Anyone gets this? Okay. I don't know why that's. Oh my god, I love this. Like, this is just Rafa's stream of consciousness. Okay, so let's call this the web tee, and I'm gonna export that. Oh, good. Okay, so let's add some products. So we're gonna do the Puffy Kitty sticker, and he had good descriptions on these, so I'm just gonna grab those somewhere. Let's make the product type is going to be and then for tags we can do like sticker, and now that's enough. Then we'll just drag this on here. Price will be, I don't know, let's call it $5. That seems fine. So many things to fill out. Does not have multiple options, so we'll save. Okay, let's do one more, and then we'll get these on the screen, and then we'll probably call it a day. So I'm going to add one more product. This one's going to be called the web t-shirt. And the reason I wanted to do this one is that this one is going to have variants. And so I want to look at those. So what did we, 110% cotton. I like it. Totally can't use that because I think that would actually qualify as like false advertising. And then we're gonna call this like T shirts. Oh crap. Forgot to add the rest of the pieces. So we're gonna add this. And then the price, I don't know, call it $100. One of those, we want to probably set the quantity to like, oh, we need to set the quantity in the other one too. Set the quantity to 10. It's gonna weigh a ½ pound probably. United States, good. And it does have options. So the option is going to be the size, and we're going to do extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X. Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll probably do it differently. But that's probably okay. So, oh, cool. And it does the auto increment for us, which is nice. And let's leave one of these. Let's say we're out of stock on the XL. So we'll do this. And the reason I want to do that is I want to make sure that we're capturing like when we sell out, we should disable that item so that we don't sell things we don't actually have. The fit. Yeah, the fit is definitely like later on in this process, we're going to have a whole write-up of like, we'll probably end up including who the vendors are, or like putting in it, we'll tag it with what it's made of or what the model is or something so that we can show the proper sizing chart and care instructions for each item. But in the meantime, we are not, we just don't have time for that today. We've got like 13 minutes left to try to get these on screen. So with that being said, I think now we need to stop and start. So let's yarn Gatsby clean, and then we'll yarn develop. And so greater than one variant, I'm probably not going to do. I would honestly probably just add like a description to the sizing. So like if we were going to do, say we were going to do like a slim fit and a straight fit, we would do like a slim small and a straight small kind of thing. What's up, Pesci? Thanks for stopping by. Mainly because like I don't want to overcomplicate my life any more than it's already going to be. And once we get into the API stuff where we're trying to grant discount codes based on activities and other services, like it's already going to be hairy. So I'm probably not going to. I'm going to keep the Shopify stuff as flat as possible is my goal. That being said, let's actually show this, and I'm going to do it by creating a component up here that will eventually be moved. So let's do a product is going to equal, and we'll figure out what it equals later. So we'll start here, and we'll probably just start by spitting stuff out, and we're going to end up needing probably a tiny bit of logic, but let's do this. Let's pull this up, and then we can kind of go through what we need. So we're going to get in a node, and I want to first give it a container. Actually, this is going to be its own little thing, so we can make it an actual like containing div. We're going to give it a title, which will be an h2, and we'll grab the title. So the way that this is going to work ultimately is we're going to use Shopify's Buy SDK, which does cart management. And when it comes time for the purchase, we will bounce through Shopify's checkout workflow, because Shopify's checkout workflow is dope. It lets you do, you can use like Google Pay or Apple Pay. You get tracking. You get all sorts of extra bonuses that I don't want to build. So yeah, that's the way that we're gonna handle it. We may revisit that in the future, but if I have my way, we probably won't, honestly, because it's just way easier to not do that. So then we're going to do what? I want to get Gatsby image, so let's grab out Gatsby image. Gatsby image. And then I'm going to swap out here to Gatsby, or wait. Ah, crap, what is it? Gatsby transformer sharp. Is that the one that's going to show me my fragments? Nope. Where is it? One of these does what I want. Sharp fragment. Gatsby image sharp fix. That's the one that I want. Let's do with WebP. And let's do traced SVG. Why not? Let's play. So that already something went wrong. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I need fixed. Fixed. Okay, that should fix it. So, yep, that's fine. We're not quite there yet. So we're going to grab out. We've got the image, and we're going to do fixed, and that's going to equal. I feel like what we want to do here is probably just start looping. So I'm going to go data.all Shopify product.nodes for each, and that's going to give us a node, which we can call product. And then I'm going to use a product. We'll give it a key, which will be the product.id. And then we will give it, do I want to spell these out, or do I want to just like dump it in? I think I might just, I'm going to do it like this actually. So we're going to pass it in just like that. And then, what broke? For each. What are you upset about right now? For each won't return. Map. Good call. Good call. Still something is wrong. Yep, that's just me forgetting how code works. That absolutely is what needed to happen. What am I doing? What is wrong? Image fixed. Oh, because I'm not actually. All right, let's do this. We're gonna get the product, right? And then I'm gonna get product.title. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, getting closer, getting closer. We're missing. Oh no, here they are. No. Hey, we lost our sticker somehow. I missed something. We'll fix that later. Oh, you know why? It's because the sticker is set to 0, which is, okay, that's good because it's showing that it's not going to show things that it shouldn't. So let's show this image now. Image fixed, and we're going to get product dot. Ooh. This is going to be gross, but we're going to get it on screen. First variant, image local file dot child image sharp dot fixed. And we'll set an alt of the product dot title. And let's see if that works. Heyo. All right, so there we go. That's doing what we want, and it should be. Yep, we can see the traced SVG happening, which is pretty cool. Hards, honestly, I probably won't unless we have a ton of traffic because the rebuilds are fast and Shopify will send a webhook. Um, but what we can do is we can query from the front end just to make sure that something doesn't have a zero quantity so that we can disable it. Because we also don't want to we don't want to frustrate people, right? Because if you are looking at something that has one quantity and it just sold, it would be really frustrating to come back and see that and like think that you had one item, but it was actually gone and you didn't find out until you tried to check out. So we should definitely address that. Not sure if we're gonna get we 100% are gonna get to that today. I'm just about ready to call this done. Um, but so let's see, we've got the product title. What else do we need? We need to get out the category and the description. So let's grab those. So let's see, we'll just put it in as like a product type. And then we'll set in the product dot description. I'm gonna have to go in and we'll probably end up using this as like probably set it up a grid or something as we go a little bit further. Let's show the tags. So we'll do product dot tags dot map, and that'll give us a tag, and we can do something like how would I want that to work? Eventually, these are going to be links. But for now, we're going to don't love this. Not going to keep this, but we'll set it up as like tag. Drop the tag in there, and that will give us our tags. And then for the variants, I actually want to check if we have any. And so we'll do something like variance length is greater than 1. And if so, we will do a variance dot map, and we'll just return for now like variant dot title, which we're totally not querying, are we? Don't give me that. Unexpected token. Oh. Here, and then we need to do like a, how about that instead? Don't you? Oh. Product variants. Nope. Product variants. There we go. Yeah, so the idea here is that like for a we will use this to build a dropdown effectively. But so that's kind of the idea, right? We just want to get stuff on screen. We want to make sure that things are working, and then I'm going to do one last check, which is to go out to my products. I'm going to set this sticker to have quantity, and then I'm going to rebuild the site, and I want to see if that causes it to work. So let's go in here. We're going to update the quantity to boom, 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 and we'll save that. Let's Gatsby clean. Run it again. And we'll come back out here. And we should see sticker. Hey, hey. That's not good. What the hell is that? What? Weird. How did I do that? What? Where did that even come from? Puffy sticker, Puffy kitty. Where are you at? Puffy kitty. Did I? What? Something weird is happening. I wonder if I accidentally dragged the sticker in here. Oh, I totally did. I like dragged the sticker in. Oh, that's not cool. That's not what we wanted at all. Get that out of here. Okay, that should be better. So then we can try that one more time, clean it, save it. And now, much better. Okay, so I'm gonna call this a stopping point. We are at time. So let's save this. Yep, I probably should have done. Dang it. Let's. Commit. Is it gonna let me do this? Move old site stuff. Now, aha! Now we've got the full site, and these are our pages. So I'm going to say git commit. We'll just call this a work in progress. Set up Gatsby Shopify swag store. All right, so let's push. I'm going to be working against this branch a lot, so we can set up the shortcut so I can just run git push on it. And now, if I browse this, here's where we left off today. And yeah, I think so. My intention here is to largely build this on stream. I think the hours for it are going to be kind of weird because it's going to be like if I find myself with a couple hours uninterrupted, I might just fire up the stream. So these could happen at weird hours. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to I'll probably cross post them all to YouTube. There's no harm in it. But yeah, so I'm going to build the majority of the store on stream. I'm going to try to get Rafa to come on, especially when we get into the more ridiculous stuff, like when we start doing meme mode. But yeah, the hope is that we'll just be able to kind of play and see this thing happen all at once. So with that being said, thank you everyone for coming by today. This was, I appreciate it. Let's make that full screen, and then let's go look at what's coming up on the show. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got Dom coming up on Thursday. He's going to teach us about REST and Apollo data sources. So we're going to put REST into GraphQL so that we can use it. We have Gift coming on Friday to teach us about Gridsome, which is cool. I've never used Gridsome, so I'm really excited to learn about that. Khalil is coming on Tuesday, March 10th. I feel like we're going to have some episodes in between then. Maybe I have an update. I got to update my stuff. There's a couple things happening that I haven't put in here yet. But yeah, we've got all sorts of good things coming on. And if there's somebody you want to see on the show, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know. That being said, stay tuned. We're going to raid, and we will see you on Thursday.